Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Banks' final warning. The main event. Is it the cage fight going on the White House front lawn? Or is it the fact that we have the Japan carry trade potentially unwinding tonight? What about the deal in Iran? Or the fact their lack of? SpaceX, everyone buying in euphoria, regardless of price. Everyone is getting it wrong. And I mean that. And today I'm going to take the biggest risk I've ever done on my channel. Go against everything that you're reading today in the news. And I mean everything. Everyone has it wrong. And I've just done some more trades in a defensive position and I've turned on the margin and I'm going heavily against everything that you are reading in the news. That all comes up in part 2. Everyone is wrong. In 45 minutes, a deep dive on the carry trade of tonight, SpaceX, what's going on the White House front lawn, the cage fight to celebrate Trump's birthday, celebrating a deal that doesn't even exist. I've got the inside information. I'll be sharing it with you at 1:15. But now though, this is the bank warning. This is the information directly from the #1 US banks bringing you these facts. I'm going to bring it to you now. This is not fear. This is not designed to panic. This is designed for you to be prepared. This is part 1 of a 2-part live show going right through the opening bell this morning, getting ready for everything that you need. And I've done it with my real money. Last night, I sold everything in the S&P. I took a couple of % profit in just one day. And I've gone heavily into my defensive position. Also now using margin. Everyone is getting it wrong. This is the bank warning. And then we have the "this is wrong" statement directly from the information, directly from the sources about the deal that doesn't even exist. If you're watching this later, you can skip through this part. Everybody else, tap the like button. Get ready for an explosive morning of live investing, live trading, $800,000 of my own money, live on the show, live commentary. I'll come to all members and answer all questions. But first of all, here is the banking warning, and then everyone is wrong. Are you ready? Let's go. If you're watching this now, you just tap the like button. Consider subscribing. Everybody else, skip through this if you're watching later. It's now showtime. You need to be prepared. And I'm sharing it all with you now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's 7:40 in the morning on June the 15th. A two-part special live event for you now. This is part one. Banks' final warning, and then everything you need to understand about the Iran deal. That isn't an Iran deal. The main event wasn't the signing of the Iran deal because there isn't one. The main event was a cage fight on the White House lawn, the People's House, for Donald Trump's 80th birthday. Going to give you all the facts, all the information directly from the sources. Here is part one. Part two starts in 35 minutes. So let's get straight into it. Everything that you need to know and everything that I am doing with my real money. So, good morning and welcome to you. This is not fear. This is not panic. This is preparation. As always, the banks, the number one banks across the United States, who I talk directly with, have just warned their clients too many red flags. And it kicks off tonight in Japan. Much more detail on that on part two of this event live this morning. Take profits. That's what the bank has told their main clients, their high wealth clients, to do. Take profits and prepare. This is an unusual statement. It doesn't happen very often. In fact, it happens very rarely. And today I'm giving you 10 facts about the crash I believe is imminent, is coming, and could start tonight. Well, everybody celebrates on the White House front lawn, has a cage fight for Donald Trump, celebrating an Iran deal that I'll show you actually isn't a deal at all. That comes up in part two. I believe a crash to end all crashes is imminent. And more importantly, the recession, I believe, that follows. And I'm doing this with my real money, 800,000. I've turned on margin again this morning. I believe a recession will follow. Here is fact number one. The banks are not guessing. I do not guess. I do not gamble. For 3 years, I have beaten the market. I've beaten every metric, every Wall Street manager, every trader without any crypto, any options, any guessing or gambling. And I've not just beaten it, I've beaten it by 3 and 4x. I've shared it on the screen over and over again. Not just a little bit, but 3 and 4x the market 3 years in a row. They don't guess, I don't guess, they don't lose, I don't lose. My Discordians, my Electra members don't lose. Their report says this: too many red flags. Every red flag is now lit. Take profits. A very clear message. That is not bullish. That is not normal. That is a real warning. Fact number two. They say 70% of their bear market signals are flashing red. Let me repeat that. 70% of their bear market red flags are flashing red right now. And this morning, another 10% have lit up. While I was preparing this event for you over the weekend, another 10%. We're at 80%. Nearly every red flag is now illuminated and flying. Historically, when signals cluster, risk rises fast. Not one warning, many warnings. And tonight, we'll cover it. Japan could raise rates. We expect them to raise rates tonight. You've seen crypto going up this morning. Those that are in crypto, which I also am in, but I share a different opinion because I am the only channel over 100,000 on YouTube that refuses sponsorship. They all take it. Are saying XRP is going to boom tonight with a carry trade unwind. Utter nonsense, utter rubbish, makes no sense. So many warnings all at once. Fact number three. tech dispersion is now extreme personified. And it got a whole lot worse with SpaceX. And then it got even a whole lot worse with a cage fight on the front lawn, saying we've got a deal with Iran. But we haven't. But it was nice for the president's 80th birthday. Is it right for you? Do you really care about his birthday? Or are you more interested in your 401k and paying your bills for your family? Stand by, that's all up in part 2. The gap between the winners and the losers is the widest since February 2000. 2000. I repeat that. It's the biggest gap between winners and losers since February 2000. 26 years ago. Let that sink in. What happened next? The dot-com crash. Fact number 4. Markets often peak before the recession is officially announced. You will know if you've watched the show for 4 years, I've called every single position, bull, bear, top, bottom. I've beaten the market 3 years in a row, 3 and 4x. Let me show you on the screen while we do all this. Look at crypto rallying this morning. Look at everyone buying like lemons over a cliff. Look at this. Look at the S&P going up. What did I do? I sold it. When everyone's buying it, I sold it because of everything else I'm sharing with you. And I went all in with Coca-Cola. Not just all my money, but all the brokerage's money and everybody beside. So let me show you the S&P 500. You'll be told that the S&P is booming and we are in a boom time. We are up 9.5% this year. That's an average okay year. Well, the president has a cage fight on the front lawn of the White House and tells you we are booming with an Iran deal, which I'm going to show you in part 2 we don't have. In fact, the S&P is up 9.49% year to date. Is that good? It's average. Nothing booming about it. What's my performance? Well, I'll share with you. Stocks and shares, you're looking at it on the screen. Stocks and shares year to date. And bearing in mind, everything's gone down for me this morning because I bought on the way down of Coca-Cola. I am up 24%. 24%. It was nearly 35.40 a few hours ago because I went all in on Coca-Cola when everybody else is celebrating something that doesn't even exist. Let them play cage fighting on the front lawn. I'll keep winning. I'll keep making money. And so will my Discordians and Electra members. So the recession is not announced at the top. It never is. It is confirmed later. And by then, the damage is already done. Fact number 5. The yield curve has been one of history's best recession warnings. We understand this. When short-term rates sit above long-term rates, the economy is saying stress is building. What is it saying right now? I think you all know. Fact number 6. The leading economic index has already shown weakness. It recently improved slightly, but the 6-month trend is still down. That means the economy is not strong. It is fragile. Add to that SpaceX hype. Add to that a celebration that we've got a deal in Iran, which we haven't, and I'll show you in half an hour in part 2. Fact number 7. A strong jobs report does not cancel recession risk. Jobs are often strong right before the turn. Look through history. That is a case that repeats itself over and over again. Then unemployment rises slowly at first, then suddenly. Here is fact number 8. Inflation keeps the Fed trapped. If inflation stays high, the Fed cannot easily rescue the market. And what comes next? Just a few days' time, the first test for the new Fed chair. Whoosh. The market will test the Fed. Is he going to cut rates like Trump wants? Not a chance. He may even have to raise them. That is the danger. No easy cuts, no easy bailout, no soft landing guaranteed. Fact number 9. History shows recessions expose the most expensive assets first. What would they be? Well, of course, they'll be crypto, first of all. We have told you, and I bought crypto. I've gone all in at certain times. I've told you I'll buy again, but I sold at the top. Everybody lost their money. It went down. Everybody got margin called. And now everyone's buying on the night, the hours before Japan raised their rates potentially. We believe strongly they will. That's tonight. We're going to cover it. And yet everyone's rallying. Why? As suddenly Bitcoin started to earn money, as XRP started to earn money, while those who are paid and those who are influencers who get paid lots of money, even though I speak directly with the banks, Ripple, hedge funds, I've spoken to Robinhood, I've even been there, I've changed policy, I've shared it on the screen with you, still waiting for the upcoming video. Everyone's buying again. Why? Because we announced a deal in Iran, which we don't actually have, and I'll show you in half an hour in part 2. I've no bloody idea. Some people think XRP is going to ride in like a white knight and save Japan's economy tonight. Is it? No evidence to support that. How do we know? Because we talk to Ripple and we cover the live Bank of Japan events. Unlike those who are on X and sponsored and scamming people to say, send me your money and I will custodian it for you at a fee. We give our services away for next to nothing. And I mean next to nothing. I fund all of my training courses, education and my events for you. I give everyone access to Discord and our training courses and our newsletter for pennies. Not because it's worth pennies, because I support it and I fund it to help people. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I make money out of investing, real investing, live in front of you as you watch it. I don't need sponsorship or expensive training courses or expensive products. I give it to you for virtually nothing. If you want any of my services, you can look below. It's pinned into the chat as well. Anyway, so crypto's going up, speculation's going up. Of course, SpaceX is going up. Just wait until it unloads. We've explained that with our 12-hour special SpaceX event that we brought to you. Speculation will get hit. Overvalued tech will get hit. Not a maybe, not a if, a definite. Crypto usually gets hit first and hardest. The weakest hands sell first. It's not about I'm not a weak hand. I believe in crypto. You'll have no choice because of the margin built into the system. It'll go down. It will trip most people up. It will margin call most people. There'll be forced liquidations. I know because every time it happens, I buy when you lose. I'm always doing it. Fact number 10, defensive positioning is not fear. I know some of you will say I'm wrong this morning to go all in with all my cash, all my outside borrowing and all of my margin. This morning, I announced it on Discord and Electrum. They all know my trades ahead of time and as it happens and the reasons why with 2-stage events every single day. It's not fear. It's knowledge. It's discipline. It's understanding. And most importantly, it is always about taking profits. It is not weakness. It's wisdom. It's history. It's education. It's always winning and always being seen winning for nearly 5 years. Now, it'll be 5 years in 2 weeks' time on this channel. I've beaten the market consistently. I've shown you by how much. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm doing what's right because all I want to do is provide a real, valuable, useful experience for your time. Cash is not trash if it is invested. I don't mean take all your money out and sit on the sidelines, stick it under the bed. When I have cash, it earns me 3.5% in short-term treasuries, just like Warren Buffett. So when the markets are stretched, Coca-Cola, T-bills, defensive assets, risk management, that is preparation. So here is my prediction. Crash first. Recession second. And the people who survive it will not be the loudest. They will be the most disciplined. This is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm simply sharing with you what I am doing with my own money. Follow me, don't follow me, agree with me, don't agree with me. It doesn't matter to me. I want to provide the best, most useful information. And part 2, in 15 minutes, we go deep dive into the Iran deal that doesn't even exist, while Trump celebrates on the White House lawn with none other than a cage fight. And this is at the moment before we collapse. The facts are flashing red, whether you agree or not. And I am preparing now, because when the recession is finally announced, it may already be too late. Not maybe, it will be. We're now going on to part 2. We'll go through the bell. This will happen live on the bell. I'm going to, 15 minutes before the bell actually, 1:15 the hour. I will give you now the link for this event. There it is. I'll be live with you in just a few minutes from now. This is the event, Market Chaos, and everyone is wrong. I'm taking a huge gamble by going against every metric, well, I wouldn't say metric, nothing disagrees with me, but I'm going to go against everybody else who thinks this is great. And all this excitement and celebration and cage fights and deals done is absolutely, utterly nonsense. So live now, I'm giving it to you in the chat. I'm replacing the pin that's at the top. That was for my Discord. That's about to go in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Join me in 17 minutes exactly from now for much deeper as we go into the live bell, as we see the first proper day of trading for SpaceX, as we see and prepare for tonight's carry trade, the unwind. Japan could raise rates. We think they will tonight. We'll cover it live tonight. Everything you need to know. So join me in a few minutes. If you're watching this live, it'll click on the link. It'll take you automatically there. If you're watching later, you'll find a little link at the end, above my head, down below in the description. Now, you may also like to join me on all of my services. In the description, you will find my Discord. That is where we do all the trades. That's where we do the education. That's where we do all the support, the newsletter, the stage events, 2 every single trading day. No one goes live more than us. No one does more. We are there live with you. No AI, no bots, no sponsorship. Live all day, every trading day. If you want behind the scenes and you want to join me personally, again, in the description below, that is my Instagram. 99 cents to become a subscriber. All subscriber content, privately, behind the scenes, sharing my thoughts, not my trades. That's exclusively to YouTube, Electrum, and Discord. But behind the scenes conversation, walk and talks, tea time, Whiskey Wednesdays, that kind of thing of my thoughts and information that I have shared with you. All right, there you go. You have all the information. Now over here, I'll post the event that's next. And down here, something you'll find interesting. I'll see you in 15 minutes. Just before the bell goes, we're going to be there. I'm going to be trading live, spending $800,000 of my own money, preparing for what I know is coming, not what you're told by everybody else is coming. It's utter nonsense. Join me in 15 minutes or don't. The choice is yours. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.